This video is to respond to a number of comments that I saw in yesterday's PP tape video. The one that most caught my attention said they felt confused because they had heard Michael Cohen, Trump's ex-lawyer fixer, say in one of his podcast episodes that there is no PP tape, and if there were, he surely would have seen it or perhaps know about it or whatever. Well, I'll tell you, I like Cohen's podcast a lot. I think he's a smart guy who has done an admirable job of self-redemption, and he does attract great people to his podcasts. Matter of fact, in his latest, he is talking with Watergate lawyer John Dean, and it is yet again another terrific episode. But what he says about the presence or absence of a tape or film or whatever that might have caught the episode is not nearly enough to dissuade me. For one thing, he was his lawyer and fixer, but it doesn't mean he knew what Trump was up to every minute of the day, much less at night in a foreign country. And for another, and more importantly, perhaps I myself contributed to the confusion by putting tape in the title, since I actually don't mention tapes or recordings, focusing instead on the fact that the astrology seems to point to something dirty, unsavory, kinky, taboo, whatever, that looks to have happened that night. I would also say he may or may not have been recorded, but if there is a tape or a recording, it is highly unlikely Trump would have anything to do with that. The man is reckless and often behaves unwisely, but I doubt he would be interested in filming or taping himself at a golden shower event. It would make a lot more sense that something or someone related to the Russian government and Putin would have made the recording so they could later hold it over Trump. However, again, I don't know that for sure. What I do know is the astrology says something down and dirty was afoot. I will tell you, though, that I studied Trump's reaction back in 2017 through the way he responded to reporters, and my feeling is he knows something happened that night that he doesn't want to come into the light. Remember when he said with a straight face that he could have never done it because he's a germaphobe? Sure, Donald, sure. That logic does not exonerate you. It's very similar to when you say you're the least racist person I'll ever meet. And then added to that, we have Michael Cohen's statements that they've attended other golden shower events, I believe in Las Vegas. And if that's true, why would it be so unusual he would have done the same thing in Moscow? Moreover, there is Jim Comey, the ex-FBI director, stating unequivocally that Trump had asked him multiple times about the PP story and to help him lift the cloud, whatever that means. Why was Trump so concerned about this? Unless it's because he thought there might be something to it. In any case, I'll finish by saying that all I can say with confidence is the astrology does point very strongly to some kind of secret sexual event, and that Trump's squirrely behavior and lame excuses suggest something happened that he doesn't want known. But of course, if a record of that November 8th, 2013 ever surfaces, great, all the more fun. There'll be no complaints from me.